Morning everybody, I'm Steve and welcome to Green Side Up. And today I'm getting a new composting area ready down the back of the plot. It's not like a standard composting area where you turn stuff over and in a few months you can spread it in your garden. It's more long term. So any of the bigger branches and any of the rubbish like dockweeds, nettles and couch grass, it all goes in there, and I just let it all rot down in one place, thereby containing it, and eventually I'll get some goodness out of it. So that's what I've just been doing now. I've just been getting that ready, and I'll go and start loading it up with some of the rubbish I've got. We'll crack on with that now. Right, so what we've got here is essentially the plot's rubbish bin. All the old fruit tree prunings, all the dockweeds, the couch grass, nettle roots, it all goes down here every year, and it just gets squashed down and continues to rot down. This is about, I'd say, 5 or 6 years old, maybe even longer, I can't quite remember. But this one's done now. I'm going to cover this over completely to stop any weed growth. You can see nettle growth is coming out the side there. But I'll fold all that in and cover it completely. And I'll start on this new one. Now all that fruit tree stuff, that's fruit bush stuff I was pulling out of that bed where the polytunnel's going, is going to go in here at the bottom. I've already been putting some in here this year. So that's rotting down, and I'll just keep layering it up, layering it up, layering it up until it's up here, cap it off. By then I will have been using this one, and then I can shift back into there. So it's like a 2-bay system, but not like 10 months in between, more like 10 years. So that's what I'm going to do now. And say I've got a few of these fruit bushes here, and all I'm going to do, you can see they've got roots, soil and all on. And it's just a case of layering them up. They'll squash down with all the other rubbish on top. There we go, I'll just keep covering these now. So now I've got that base layer in that new area there. I've got all the fruit bushes and raspberry prunings and stuff in there. It's all squashed down, I've walked on it a couple of times. I'll just start piling weeds and weed roots on top of that now, and if it gets too tall I'll just walk it down again and carry on that way. Incidentally, the bed on the left there, about 3 months ago, I think it was probably 6 months taller than the metal that surrounded it there. So that's how quick and how much it'll rot down. So that's the base of that. I do that so that it's got an airflow through the front and through it, because it doesn't totally fill the area straight away. So that stuff will rot down fairly quickly. And I'll just keep going now and throwing all the rubbish in there, and if necessary on the bed on the left, and then I'll top them off around Christmas time hopefully, and just let them get on with it. I'm just going to have a quick little chat with you for a couple of minutes before I go off and pick some of that mustards in there. I made a posting yesterday on the community section of this site. I think a few people have seen it, but I don't think everybody gets to see it or is aware of it. That's my take on it anyway. But anyway, what the crack is, I've started to make some upgrades to my gear. I've been harping on about this for, well, probably the last 6 months, and I've been saving for a couple of years to allow me to upgrade my computer, which is I've just done yesterday. I've just installed it yesterday. So by scrimping and saving and birthday and Christmas presents combined, you all know the scenario. You save up your money, and I've bought a decent computer. I've also now got a wireless mic, so look, no wires here, which is brilliant, and that allows me more flexibility. And I've got a new camera coming as well, so that will help improve things and improve the workflow for me. It means that I can film quicker, film better, and I can process them after better. So my time is not constrained to filming all the time, meaning I can get more work done on a plot. I'm not messing around trying to film to produce something good for you guys to watch. It will be easier to do, which means then hopefully I can do more for you, if you like. I can get more filming done because I'll have more available time, and there will be more to film because I'm able to get more done on the plot. So the whole thing goes hand in hand for better all-round production for green side up. So the future's looking really good. Really pleased so far. I used the new computer last night, processing a test video of one I'd previously made, and whereas it used to take me an hour to process it, you know, I'd do all the work in the program and then you've got to convert it. It's tech nerdy stuff, but it used to take an hour to do that, and I'd be backwards and forwards. Is it finished yet? Is it finished yet? Last night it took 4 minutes, and that's the way it should be. Nice and quick and simple, and that's why I've been saving for that, putting all the pennies away, and I can now do that. So future's looking bright. Let's go back to the veg now. This is a Japanese mustard and it's a variety called Red Giant. Now my experience with the Japanese mustards has always been to let them grow to about this sort of height, and I chop them off and they go in a stir fry or in a curry or a casserole or soup or something. That's always been my experience. I've never grown them to full size like this, and I've been absolutely astounded with the Komatsuna, which is just there. That's a tender green variety. That is oh, it's an amazing thing. It's like spinach. It really is. And it's brilliant. And I'm hoping this is going to go the same way. I say I haven't really eaten it as a veg on its own ever, really. I don't think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick some today and try them for tea, because I've got high hopes of this as a winter veg moving forward, for planting it in multiple beds. Certainly the Komatsuna, I'm going to be doing a couple of beds outside through the winter next year. And if this is the same and's got a nice flavour, because that is gorgeous over there, it's really nice. If this is of a good flavour, then I'll do 2 beds each, and I'll be able to pick from them winter long, because it just grows back and it's wonderful. So we'll see. So I'm just going to pick the outside leaves off these plants, but let the centre keep growing, much the same as when I do my lettuce. I'll leave a couple of decent leaves to photosynthesize. I mean, when I cooked up the Komatsuna, I literally just took the leaves off the stem, shredded the leaves, and I cut up the stem, and I cooked the stem first. A little bit of olive oil, I think it was, and then at the last second, just toss in the leaves just to wilt them, really. And I say it was lovely veg. I say it was a cross between a spinach and a chard, really, because I do the same with chard. The stems all go in as well, so I think that'll do for a first harvest. I've got a nice decent bunch there, and I'll report back as and when we tried it. So that's tea picked. So over the next week or so, video quality and the sound quality might change, alter, as I find the best position for it. Please feel free to comment on it, and don't be nice about it. Just tell me straight what you think over the next week or so, and we'll see where we get on for that. But anyway, that's it for today. We're coming out of lockdown this next week. I've already said on that community post yesterday, I'm not going to be doing daily videos from now on. I need to concentrate on a few other things. So it would be every 2 or 3 days as it was. If you see a bad video, there's no need to click away and unsubscribe and go off into the oblivion. It's just one bad video, and one bad video is not a channel make. In general, I think my videos are well received, and I'm doing all these upgrades to improve everything. So stick around, If you haven't subscribed, why not? It doesn't bite. Big red button just down there. Give it a click and click the bell, and then you'll know when I post some new content. So that's it, everyone. Please stay safe, look after yourselves, and I'll see you very, very soon. Take care now.